Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel IKEMS. 2020 Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. (2022) is about to end in a few hours. For some it has ended, depending on the time zone. For some it's about to end. For some they still got a few more hours. So I had to sit down to reflect on the journey and progress so far. It's not been an easy one, trust me. There have been so many challenges, so many tribulations, and thank God, by the grace of God, we're still holding on, strong, and keep moving. No matter the pace at which we are moving, but at least we are not where we were. Some years back. So while I'm reflecting, I had to sit down to take into account the missteps, the errors, the lessons learned. But I never regretted any. But rather I had to take into account, this is called personal accountability. I had to blame myself for some errors and some missteps. I went into debt, made some investments, some good investments, some bad investments. I lost money. Yes, I did. I lost money. Some of my investments didn't go as well as I planned. So all I had to do, I had to cut my losses. I had to sell at a loss. So I decided to hold some positions I had to let go. Not because the loss were too much, but because I had to sit down to re-strategize. So I had to sell off some of those to sit down to look for a different asset class to go into. I found myself in a position whereby I had to look for ways to borrow money from a few friends. I had to call a few friends on the phone. Hey, I need some money. Borrow me some money. It wasn't how I planned it. It's how I planned it from beginning of the year, middle of the year, towards the ending quarters of the year. It wasn't how I planned it. Everything was going well. The financial books was okay, even though I was counting some losses in some areas. But yeah, some other areas, relatively, I was able to meet up to cover up some of the losses. I had a good team I worked with, some good heads, some good friends I had worked with, and we made some good progress. It wasn't easy, I tell you. I had some challenges too when it comes to also my personal life, which I wouldn't put up out here because it's my personal life. So it's too personal for me, so I won't put it out here. Some persons who felt like I wronged them and decided to get back at me whichever way they felt like. I was like, okay, I'm not perfect. If you feel like I wronged you, that's okay. But don't tell a lie on me. But it happened, you know. I just take it like that. I kept my head straight. I kept my head focused. I was looking for ways to make great improvement. There was traumatic events, But traumatic events makes a man stronger. It's one of the things a man have to go through. A man have to go through trauma. You know? Like in Igbo, we say ihe ji azo dogu siri ike maka na dogu abụrụ ọgarinem. So we say to be a man is not easy. It's not a day job. And for someone like me, who was born and raised in the continent of Africa, you have to learn how to be tough, mentally, emotionally. You have to. You have no choice, because the society where I was born and raised, it's not meant for the weak-minded. You have to be tough mentally, intellectually, spiritually, different ways. Emotionally as well, you have to be tough. You have to develop thick skin. When people are doing things to you, don't sit down and start complaining, because the world don't owe you any explanation. You have to keep moving. So, I called a few friends. Some answered, some didn't answer. I took it the way I saw it. They don't owe me any favors. So I took it the way I saw it. I had to look for ways to counter my losses. I was looking for ways just to stabilize. I was looking for ways to divest, diversify into different asset classes, into different cash flow platforms. Because now at this point in time, I had to sit down to look for ways to just stay afloat. That was the least I was looking for, to stay afloat. It wasn't easy, trust me, it wasn't. I tried severally. I looked for ways. Some nights I cried in my closet, dried my tears with my clothes, and I came out to keep pushing. I cried not because of what was happening. I was crying because I was crying to look for ways to get myself out of that situation that I found myself in. There are several things, several ways that I tried so hard. Yes, in some other ways, skill set and all of that, I worked so hard and improved. I had to learn the secrets, and I try to be the best at whatever I'm doing, but still it's not enough. There are a lot of challenges, it's not enough. But you have to keep moving. You don't have to sit down and start complaining, because nobody cares. 2022 was a good year. But did everything I set out to accomplish, did I accomplish them? No. So if I'm to rate it from pass or fail, or I wouldn't call it a fail, I wouldn't call it a pass. It's somewhere in between. So 2023 is here in a few hours. It's left for us to take decisions to make ourselves better. It's left for us to take decisions. So whatever decisions we are taking, will have to be also come to the realization that yes, there are consequences. We'll have to hold ourselves accountable for those decisions. Thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.